Well, today I want to talk about radical hospitality. And when earlier this fall, I lost my whole entire presentation for the weekend retreat I was doing, and I didn't put it on a thumb drive because it wasn't, all the PowerPoint slides were complete. Well, what happened was my PC died. We tried to give CPR. A technician came to the door, tried to help, was not able to help, though tried. And when he came through the door, I had a lot of stuff going on. I was feeling a lot of pressure because I wanted to do a really great retreat. I had a lot of work to do, and my computer died. And to be honest with you, I was very stuck. I was very stuck in my inconvenience of the moment. And I was in need. I was in need because I needed my computer fixed so I could carry on with my life. Well, when the man came through the door, I've made it a practice. God's worked on my heart and made it a practice to start when people come through the door to welcome them. And not just say hi and come in and do the work you're going to be here to do, whether it's from my furnace repair to, mild construction work to, laptop repair. And I asked him, I said, can I get you a drink? But to be honest with you, it was a very half-hearted offer. I offered, it's a habit that I've practiced, but it was not as a welcoming welcome. And as I had heard a sermon, and then I was reading in John chapter 4 about the woman at the well. That woman was in need. She came to the well. She met Jesus. And this one was in need. Like, my PC dying was difficult, but this one was in need because she was in the lowest standard of living possible. And she came to Jesus and she said to him, basically, this is who I am. And he asked her for radical hospitality. He knew her. And the main theme of that is to be known is to be loved, and to be loved is to be known. And I wonder, my friends, I just really wonder if you and I connect and join forces together and we say that we're going to show a radical hospitality. We're all in need, the people on both sides of the door. And I wonder today if we join forces, because when a repairman comes through the door, or a phone technician, when she comes through the door, they may have some needs. They may be the woman at the well, or we could be the people at the well. But people that love Jesus, if you come into my home, you'll see a couple Bible verses on the wall. You'll see a couple crosses on the wall. I mean, it's not like all decked out like the Vatican or anything like that. But when they come in, they're going to already see, without me speaking a word, there's something to do with Christ or Christianity in my home, without me even opening my mouth, because I put reminders up on my wall to keep me legit. Well, what would happen if every person that scheduled an appointment to come into our home, what would happen if they're coming to fix our refrigerator or our dishwasher, he or she that come through our door, what if we treated that person not as an imposition, because we've had to block 4 hours out of our day waiting for them to come into our home to do. And instead of arriving at the door with an attitude like, I've been waiting 4 hours for you to get here, what happens if we took a posture of, I've been waiting 4 hours for you to come? Welcome. What would happen if we made a baked good as if we were preparing to welcome a long-lost girlfriend that we haven't seen since high school, and we've been waiting for them to come into our home? I'll tell you, that man that came through the door to fix my PC, which he wasn't able to repair, which the Apple people, then I bought a Mac, they weren't able to recover. That man came back to take the hard drive back a couple weeks after that retreat that I did. That I was able to get the slides back up, redid the work. He came back in the door. And I'll tell you, my friends, that I was available. I was available to welcome him into my house. Because when he came in, again, I knew it was the same man. I don't forget faces. And I said, would you like a cup of coffee, water, or soda? And I could tell he paused. And I'm a pretty good people studier, and I knew there was something there. And I said, I would love to get you anything you like. I said, I made some homemade cookies. Now, this was December. I've already told you I'm no Martha Stewart. This is a unique event. I can offer you normally prepackaged something. And I said, I made these from scratch, really. I wanted to tell him, hey, buddy, this will probably be the only time you'll get a legit home-baked item in my home. And I said, I made some homemade cookies. I would love to share them with you. And he said, I would really love that. And I'd love a cup of coffee. And I put it on a special plate, and I gave him his coffee with a bunch of different selections of how he might want to sweeten it or put milk or sugar or fake sugar or whatever. I have a lot of different things because I have a lot of different friends that like different things in their coffee. And he sat at our dining room table. He fixed the hard drive to take it back because they gave it to us as a borrow because we had the Pfingster got a great warranty. And I will tell you, my friends, for the next 2 hours, this gentleman and I talked. And he said to me, which still just, it convicts my heart. He said, do you put on a spread like this for everyone who comes through your house? And it was so convicting because my answer is no, I don't. I often feel irritated and I feel imprisoned in my own home waiting for repairmen and women to come in. And this time it was different. We talked about the Lord. He's a servant in his church. We talked about he's from Ghana, and we had it was an uplifting time. And he left, and I feel very humbled. He left saying, I feel so encouraged. Thank you for taking the time just to talk with me. And I think, how many other people, Lord, how many other people have I passed up because of my own impatience? So today, the whole heart of my message in John chapter 4, read it yourselves. See what God speaks into your heart about Jesus talking to the Samaritan woman. See what Jesus speaks to you about radical hospitality. Now, the Samaritan woman story, you could take 5 different angles. I mean, more than that, dozens of angles. But radical hospitality is what I saw. I saw Jesus give a woman in need radical hospitality. And because of that, he said he knew her. And he proved that he knew her. She didn't know that he knew her. And what happened is that woman became an evangelist. And she went to go tell people far off who this man was, who this Jesus was. And so I wonder when people come in through our door, they already are going to, if you're a Christian, you may have something on your wall. You may have just one cross. You may have a Bible verse. You may have something. You're already speaking a message before they're even all the way through the door. They may put their eye right on the cross and take a mental note, because I know I do. And then they're going to see how we behave, and do we pass the test? Do we show radical hospitality? Is Jesus alive in us enough to be interrupted and welcoming? I know I'm challenged by that one encounter with that one man, and the Lord in his graciousness gave me 2 tries. I didn't pass the test the first time, and I'll tell you that first time when I offered, he said, oh, no, thank you. But he paused then too, and I knew there was something. That's why when he came in the second time, I pressed it a little bit more, not just because I had the home-baked cookies and I was kind of proud of myself. But I just want to say today, I'm going to close. I know this will be a little bit longer of a video. I just want to close today with what would happen if you and I together join forces and not only say we love Jesus, we live like we love Jesus, and the next person that comes through our door, we welcome him in as if it was our long-lost friend that we've been waiting for. We've been waiting to welcome them into our home. They're not an interruption. They're a blessing. And figure out how we could try to find a way to serve them. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to hearing your stories about what radical hospitality might mean to you today.